Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we're talking cinematic drone moves. So if you just got a drone and you're looking to film some bangers, stick around because this one's for you. So you just bought a drone, or maybe you've had one for a while, but you're struggling to get cinematic shots. You find yourself going to really cool places, powering on your drone, getting it up in the air, but then you're kind of just flying around aimlessly and you get some very average looking footage. Well, no more. Today I'm going to show you guys my 5 secret cinematic drone moves that are guaranteed to get you cinematic looking footage and really take your drone game to the next level. Now, I'm gonna show you guys some example of these drone moves. I'm gonna tell you what I like to call them, and then I'm gonna show you exactly how to do them on the sticks right onto your controller. So let's get right into it. First up, I call this one the epic reveal. Now, this is one of my most favorite drone moves, and I incorporate this almost everywhere I go. Basically, this drone move consists of the drone hovering at the eye level or at the same level as the subject or wherever your starting point is, and then the drone flies backwards and upwards at the same time to reveal the huge landscape around you or whatever your surroundings may be. Now, I also use this drone move for all of my drone boomerangs. So let's get into it and see what this move looks like when we try and incorporate it on the sticks. Once the drone is level in front of your subject, you want to simultaneously push up on your left stick to gain altitude and down on your right stick to have your drone move backwards. Now, the key to pulling off this move smoothly is you want to apply greater pressure to your right stick than your left stick, just by a little bit, meaning you want the drone to move backwards quicker than you want it to ascend. Also, you want to gradually work up to your full speed from your starting point. So at the beginning, just don't go full force on the sticks. You want to make sure you smoothly push both sticks until they're at the speeds that you're happy with. This one takes a little bit of practice to get right, but once you do, it won't take you more than one take. And this is an essential drone move in my opinion, so I really think all of you guys should spend some time practicing this one. Next up, we have the circle. Now, I'm not talking about the quick shot circle move that's built into most DJI drones. I'm talking about circling objects manually. Now, I think it's personally worth it to take the time how to learn to circle objects yourself instead of doing it through the quick shots feature, because it's gonna let you circle any object at any distance at basically any height, even if your drone's not able to recognize the subject, which is a huge advantage because the circle is a very cinematic shot and a staple that every drone pilot should really have in their arsenal. So how do you do the manual circle? So what you want to do is you want to push your right stick either left or right, depending on what side you're going to be circling the drone. And at the same time, you want to push your left stick the opposite direction that you're pushing your right stick. So you want to push your left stick about a quarter of the way through of what you're pushing your right stick. That ratio should help you maintain a smooth circle. So this is another move that takes a bit of practice, and I really urge you guys to fight the temptation of using the circle quick shot, because trust me, when you can do it manually, it turns out much better. Moving on, we have the top-down rotation. So if you guys found the first 2 moves to be a little challenging, this one's a bit of a breather because it's super simple and really easy to do. Now, you can use this move whenever you see some interesting textures or landscapes that look cool from a top-down perspective. So it's really great for something like a forest, for example. Now, in order to do this move, first thing you want to do is tilt your gimbal all the way down using the scroll wheel on the left trigger side of your controller. Once it's looking all the way down, all you have to do is lightly push your left stick in either direction, depending on which way you want the rotation to go, and that's it. Sometimes simplicity is key. The flying tilt sounds like some kind of ghostly pirate ship. The flying tilt. Arg! The flying tilt is one of those moves you want to use when you're looking at a massive landscape. So kind of like a huge cityscape or some mountains, and you really want to reveal that landscape to your audience. It's very similar to the very first move we learned, the epic reveal, but it's just done in a bit of a different manner to give a little bit of different dynamic motion whenever you're showing your audience the specific landscape or cityscape or whatever it may be. So here's how you do it. Firstly, you want to make sure your drone is at a high legal point. Once you're there, tilt the gimbal down about halfway. Now you're in your position to start. Once you're set up, push your right stick forward. You can do this at full throttle since we're assuming that the landscape is huge. And at the same time, you want to lightly rotate the gimbal wheel upwards while you're flying forward. And this will reveal the landscape in front of you as you fly forward. Hence, the flying tilt. Okay, so the last one is a little bit situational, but I want you guys to be prepared. And it's called the fast follow. You basically want to use this whenever you're following a fast subject, like a car or like a really fast animal like a horse or maybe a boat. And it's very, very easy. First thing you want to do is you want to flip your drone into sports mode. You can do this on the controller or within the app depending on what drone you're flying. If your drone doesn't have sports mode, you might struggle with this. Once your drone is in sports mode and you've framed or locked onto your subject, you just want to push forward on the right stick while matching the speed of your subject. And that's it, the fast follow. And that's it, guys. Those are my 5 secret cinematic drone moves. Now, I know it says that they're for beginners, but regardless of what level you're at, if you use these drone moves, you're pretty much guaranteed to get some banging cinematic footage. If you guys stuck around until the end of the video and you learned something, and hopefully you did, please smash that like button. It really helps out the video. If you guys enjoy the type of content that I put out and you kind of want to see more of it, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. That's all I have for this one though. I'll see you guys next time, and until then, keep creating.